muscle car if it sounds like this? Let's go. What is going on, YouTube? I am back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the 2026 Dodge Charger Scatpack. Now, there's plenty of names. There's six-pack and all these different things. It is the 2026 Dodge Charger Scatpack, all right? I'm gonna be talking about, is it actually worth it? You guys heard it in a burnout. A lot of the American V8 fans that Dodge has really reconciled and brought with them through this brotherhood of muscle per se, you lost me. The way that sounds is terrible. I hate everything about the inline six motor outside of it makes good power reliably and you can do a lot with that motor, but sometimes sound goes a long way. So let's talk about, is it worth it and are you gonna buy one? Let's go. So if you don't know, you're new to the Mopar world, you just haven't kept up with life. In 2026, they dropped a new, 2025, they dropped a new body style for the EV Charger, and then they kept the same body style and threw the inline six into it. Now, this inline six Hurricane motor they tried to promote with some sort of drag pack, which they got rid of and gave us a real Whipple drag pack. And now they're trying to give us some horsepower numbers with this inline six or this twin turbo Hurricane motor, again, that I despise. But let's talk about a few things and let you decide if it's worth it. So the 2026 Charger Scatpack comes with a 3-liter inline six Hurricane motor. That's what they put in the RHO trucks. That's what they're putting in the 2026 Dodge Charger Scatpacks. Now there is two versions. They have the regular Scatpack version, which comes out to be 550 horsepower, which is way more than the old Scatpack that we had. And then the Daytona Scatpack, which has 670 horsepower, close to Hellcat power. And that is really where they're trying to grab us. They're throwing horsepower numbers at us and not giving us V8s. But you got two options. The 550 horsepower option has 531 foot-pounds of torque, and it hits 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. About the same or a little bit quicker than your stock Scatpack Charger in the 6.4 liter V8 option. Again, they're giving us lower numbers, higher horsepower numbers, lower 0 to 60 times, etc. But are they still giving us the muscle car we're looking for? Me, no. But, I keep saying but, they are all-wheel drive with a rear-wheel drive function for burnouts and donuts, so they're still trying to give us that fun car that we know and love. Here's the other side. It's about 4,700 to 4,800 pounds, so it's still a land yacht, it's still a boat. I get it. We get this joke as Mopar owners and Mopar fans all the time. And then we're starting price, $55,000. That is starting, that isn't even Daytona price or anything like that. So knowing all of these, would you buy one? My answer again, strictly off of sound alone, is no. I do not want to sound like a rolling tin can going down the street. I was home for a little bit and I ended up behind an RHO truck and it sounded like SpongeBob's Krabby Patty truck. And I just I can't get with it, you guys. It's just not for me. But the racer in me loves the car. The racer in me loves the car. A 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. It is all-wheel drive. So 0 to 60, it is a fun car. I have not driven one, but again, 0 to 60, 8th mile drag strip, it could beat a lot of cars that you guys are not expecting. I just saw a video on Facebook of it beating a Demon 170 on a non-prep surface. Don't go crazy, but a non-prep surface on the street. The Demon 170 is meant for the track. That is where it shines. But street-wise, all-wheel drive will always win. So for me, it's just a dead car after 0 to 60. So if you're just riding around on the street, is it really a fun car? You don't have the sound, you don't have the initial response to the gas. It's just not gonna be there. Again, a twin turbo setup, it's gonna lag a little bit to give you that top end high horsepower number. But it also gives you two options. Dodge has never given you a Scatpack. with over 500 horsepower. And now they're giving it to you. 550 horsepower, 670 horsepower. So to the wheels, even this option will probably be around the 500 to the wheel. It costs a lot to get a Scatpack V8 6.4 to 500 wheel. You're asking somebody who built one. So you kind of have to weigh your options. What are you gonna use the car for? If it's for the drag strip, by all means, I think you can grab it, make a lot of content with it, beat a lot of cars you're not supposed to, but if you're still searching for that true V8 muscle car, this isn't for you. Me personally, I don't think $55,000 is worth wasting on a Hurricane motor, in my opinion, and this is coming from somebody who is a Mopar guy at heart. I think there's a lot of other cars you can buy for 55 with a twin turbo V8, like a F10 M5, that is way quicker, looks better, in my opinion, and it's not the muscle car we're looking for. But you guys do know, they put out that there will be V8 returning in 2027. That'll be my next video. But overall, it's just not worth it. Don't buy a six-pack. You're gonna waste your money. Let them come out in 2027 with the V8. Tune into my next video, and we're out.
Front of the 2026 Dodge Challenger is instantly recognizable, but unmistakably evolved. Dodge keeps the wide, intimidating face that made the Challenger famous, yet sharpens every line for a more modern and aggressive presence. The iconic grille is now slimmer and more technical, flanked